next guests are both returning from recent trips to the border. Utah Congressman Burgess Owen and Texas Congressman Tony Gonzales, who joins us now. Thank you both for being here. Burgess, let me start with you. I don't know that Roberta Jacobson can make that promise, can she? If we're sending money to Central America, do we have much control where it goes once it's down there?
No, she can't. Thank you, Will. First of all, she cannot make promises. First of all, they're not keeping the promises that they have given the American people to protect our nation. And this is not something they have to reimagine. We've seen how this can work 4 months ago. And let's just say this, Will. American people, please realize we're being blitzed at this point. They're throwing everything they can in the kitchen sink at us. And at the end of the day, the greatest threat we have right now is a mass invasion at our borders. Right now, there's 19,000 unaccompanied children being held in these pods down south. In another 2 weeks, there's going to be a higher number, but a different group of 19,000. These people, they're being pushed into our country. They have no idea what our culture is about, cannot speak the language, and at some point, MS-13 is going to be coming to each and every one of those neighborhoods that's why not watching us.
Congressman Gonzales, I would imagine that if a representative of the Biden administration were on this program right now, they'd say we're trying to address the root causes of this migration surge. But I can't help but notice we're sending money or planning to send money to Central America. The New York State is spending COVID relief funds to send $15,000 to undocumented immigrants here in New York. There's a talk of extending Pell Grants to undocumented dreamers here in the United States. Meanwhile, the border itself is less locked down than it ever has been. It's just a real odd juxtaposition of priorities.
Yeah, Will, I've been sounding the alarm on this since January. My district's over 800 miles of border, and this humanitarian crisis, we could see this coming. Now, I'm going to sound another alarm. What is happening on the ground is the Biden administration is defunding the Border Patrol agents, right? So they're sending tens of millions of dollars to NGOs to house migrants in hotels and other areas. Meanwhile, Border Patrol agents are having to spend money out of their operational budget. In Del Rio, the Del Rio sector is the second most active sector on the southern border. I just visited along with 8 other members a couple of days ago. They're having to spend $25 million a quarter. That's $100 million a year on this new processing center. That's coming out of Hyde. That's not coming from the administration. That's wrong. Also on the ground, the sheriffs are the ones doing the heavy lifting. We met with 7 or 8 sheriffs from the border area. They're the untold heroes in this whole crisis. The sheriffs along the border deserve credit.
You know, Vice President Kamala Harris is reportedly tasked with fixing this border issue, dealing with this migration surge. Congressman Owens, I know both you and Congressman Gonzales have been to the border recently. I know that Congressman Jim Jordan was there. I've been there. I was there this week. And now we all have different levels of job responsibility and busyness, I guess, but Kamala Harris still hasn't managed to make a trip to visit the very issue in which she's tasked to fix.
Yeah, and let me just add one other number. These young people, it's going to cost us, American people, $3 trillion to facilitate, house, and push these young people into our country. No, what we're looking at is an empathy-free administration. And when I say that, it takes heart, it takes courage to see a problem and deal with it. These people are closing their eyes. And by the way, Will, this is nothing but slavery. This is human trafficking, child trafficking, sex trafficking, and it's evil for us to facilitate and allow these cartels make $500 million a month, and then we pay to finish that trip for them into our nation. This administration is heartless, and we need to make sure that we hold them account for this.
I only have a few seconds left, but Congressman Gonzales, do you expect to see the vice president at the border anytime soon?
I urge the vice president and the president to come visit. Look, my district is very compassionate. We believe in legal immigration. We want people to come and live the American dream. But what is happening now is wrong. And I urge this administration to please take light to what is happening and listen to others.
Right. All right. Congressman Gonzales, Congressman Owens, thank you both for joining us this morning.